mom was diagnosed with CMML, a very rare form of leukemia.
I was diagnosed with a rare form of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma called malt lymphoma.
It's a rare form of ALL, or acute lymphoblastic leukemia. It's called Burkitt's leukemia.
I have a daughter that was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia when she was 20 years old.
I had stage 4 non-Hodgkin's lymphoma.
My son Mason was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia when he was 2.5 years old.
She was diagnosed with infant acute lymphoblastic leukemia.
The thought of my mom going through such a hard thing like cancer was heartbreaking and very terrifying.
As a breast cancer survivor, I had already gone through this once before. So when I was first diagnosed with my lymphoma, I was angry, I was scared, I didn't want to do this again.
I was terrified when they uttered the word leukemia. Fear just gripped me, something I had never felt before.
The day she was diagnosed was literally the worst day of my life. I just didn't know if we were going to have her for very long or what was going to happen.
And the hardest part about my diagnosis was that I was 20 weeks pregnant and I had a 2.5-year-old. Shocking and really scary, but more than anything, just so incredibly sad.
It was life-changing. Becoming a mom was life-changing. And I had no idea what leukemia was. And I never thought I would be the mother of a child with cancer.
And it took a few minutes for my husband and I to process the fact that our 3-month-old daughter was just diagnosed with cancer. Who knew babies got cancer?
I still need my mom. I still want my mom. And I want my children to not have to feel the pain that they've had to feel.
As a mom, I wanted to protect my children. I didn't want to have them have to go through this again either. I wanted to be around for my kids. I had dreams for them.
At that time I had a daughter that was younger than 2 years old, and I knew I had to fight for her. I felt like I had a job to do, and I remember telling my mom, I don't care if I am bald, broke, and bruised by the end of this, I'm going to get through this.
It was so painful for me to not be able to fix everything for my daughter. If something's hurting, you can say, let me kiss it and make it better. Well, you can't do that with cancer.
And to think that we weren't going to know that life and that life wouldn't know us was really, really hard. And yet, I also felt incredibly sad to think of my sweet 2.5-year-old Lydia and whether I would get to watch her turn 3 and 33.
One of the biggest struggles was being torn between taking care of and being with my children who were healthy at my house and my child who was sick in the hospital. One of the child life specialists at Children's told me once, in a family that has a child with cancer, the kid with cancer is fine and everyone else needs therapy.
And having a 2.5-year-old at home who all of a sudden was wondering, where's mommy? Where's my baby sister? She would come and visit at the hospital every night. My husband would bring Olivia and we'd have dinner together. It just really changed our whole lives.
I was connected with LLS, which has been a great resource for us. The best doctors and treatment options, the newest research.
Because the drug that I was taking, Rituxan, was developed in large part by the researchers funded by the LLS.
Throughout my actual treatment, I have been in contact with the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, and they had helped me with literature and information about the disease I was fighting. Anything to assist me along with my battle.
If it wasn't for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, I truly believe my daughter wouldn't be here today.
Was that I got to be part of a trial, which was funded in part by the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society testing.
There is absolutely no doubt in my mind that without the work of the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, Mason would never ever have the chance that he has at survival. It was a direct result of all of the work and research and money being raised.
And I really do believe that one day they're going to be the ones to find the cure for blood cancer.
Through LLS, I found team in training. I've completed 2 marathons. It's uplifting to feel like you are helping raise critical funds that are so necessary to fight cancer. And
I got a fundraising letter from one of my daughter's best friends for Team in Training. All of these people who'd raised money were helping me. My My family thought I was crazy, but I decided that's what I was going to do the next year. And I did. I did my fundraising, and I'm going to keep doing this. I enjoy it so much.
Just seeing the people that come out and give all their time and energy into fundraising and training for, marathons and triathlons and biking and hiking. And a lot of these people don't even know somebody who's had a blood cancer. And to me, that is just amazing. Fantastic thing that we have found since me completing my last half marathon is I'm going to be a mom again.
My girlfriend said to me, I'm going to run a half marathon and I'm going to honor Mason. And I said, well, not without me or not. I can't ever picture myself doing an event of any kind that I can't participate as a member of team training in the future.
And during my treatment, several of my friends decided that they were going to do an event with Team Training in my honor. Can happily say that I plan on being at Lydia's 7th birthday party this summer if she invites me.
Team in Training was great. I read the article and then I signed up. I decided after knowing what they have to go through, a few months of training isn't going to be much compared to what they have to do. My daughter was feeling better, thank goodness. She ran a half marathon with me 2 weeks ago.
But I did cross the finish line, and it was one of the most amazing experiences that I've ever had in my life.
If you have a mother,
If you are a mother,
If you will become a mother,
Please donate.
Volunteer.
Make a difference.
Join Team in Training.
together we train to beat cancer.
Let us pause in life's pleasures and count her many tears. Oh, we all share in sorrow with the poor. It's a song that will linger forever in our ears. Oh, hard times come again no more. It's a song the side of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many days you have lingered too long around my door. Oh, hard times come again no more. Though we seek love and beauty and music, light and gay, their frail forms fainting at the door. Though their voices are silent, their pleading faces say, oh, hard times come again no more. It's a song